A lot going on in the tropics right now. 3 different named storms all at the same time, all different intensities. So
wow.
We're going to start by just kind of focusing on the tropics. Our weather is nice and calm. It's pleasant as you're heading out the door. Wasn't very pleasant in Bermuda, even though they avoided the worst of what Humberto could have brought. Let's take a look at what the stats are on this storm. Still a Category 3 major hurricane with 125-mile-an-hour sustained winds racing to the northeast. It's not as well organized as it was despite those winds, and it's going to get kind of absorbed into another storm system over the next about 48 hours or so, and we won't have to worry about that system anymore. This is Imelda, which is just a big rainmaker. The winds on it, not very impressive, but tons of rain, especially just east of Houston along the Gulf Coast into southwestern Louisiana. It's going to continue just dumping tons of rain as it gradually just kind of rains itself out, the center of it drifting to the north, only about 5 miles an hour. And farther out in the Atlantic, this storm we're keeping an eye on is Tropical Storm Jerry. It's a strong tropical storm, in fact, bordering on hurricane strength with 70-mile-an-hour sustained winds as of the 5 o'clock update from the National Hurricane Center. Just has to get up to 74 to become Hurricane Jerry. We expect that to happen over the next 24 hours as it tracks to the west-northwest, staying as a Category 1 hurricane, going just north of the islands of the Caribbean, and then beginning to turn even farther north before it gets to the Bahamas, weakening to a tropical storm, then strengthening back to a hurricane, but staying in that strong tropical storm, weak hurricane range over the next 5 days. This is the forecast path. This is what most of the computer model data is saying. All these different lines are the various forecast models, and they really agree on that northward turn towards Bermuda once again. A few of them take it farther west, through the Caribbean, towards the Bahamas. We'll have to keep an eye on it just in case some of these outliers may be onto something. I don't think that's the case, but it's something we'll watch just in case. Let's take a look at what's happening here. Nice weather out there this morning. 54 degrees in Smithfield, looking good in Johnston County, looking good in the Triangle as well. 56 at Carter Finley Stadium with clear skies, comfortable humidity, and temperatures about 5 to 7 degrees below average. 57 Durham, 54 Chapel Hill, that's one of the cool spots. 52 degrees right now in Lewisburg. We pan farther south, a little warmer, but upper 50s around Cumberland County. We can definitely handle that in mid-September. Our dog of the day is Odin, a good-looking forecast for a cute pup. Thank you to Lisa and Scott, Odin's humans, for sharing that picture with us. Temperatures are going to warm up, but only to around 70 by noon. Mid-70s for highs this afternoon, way below normal. Low humidity, lots of sunshine, a few fair weather clouds, and a nice breeze from the northeast to keep things stirred around. Get out and take advantage of it. Tonight we drop down to around 50, even in the Triangle. Back up to about 80 tomorrow, but pleasantly warm with low humidity. Mid-80s on Saturday, upper 80s on Sunday. You see where we're going here. Back up to the upper 80s to around 90 as we head into the first several days of autumn next week. The humidity won't be bad, but just enough for a very slight chance of a shower or storm. Laura Smith's keeping an eye on traffic. Any problems out there yet?
Hey, not bad.